Ladies and gentlemen, I will not be purchasing the next Call of Duty title, rumored to be Modern Warfare 3, not to be confused with the one released like over a decade ago, but Modern Warfare I was calling it, Modern Warfare Thrice, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to put my foot down, and I'm going to take the potential financial hit come, I guess, November or whenever that piece of garbage is coming out, because it happened again, and I just can't do it, man. My last video got, I think as of me making this, it's got nearly 200,000 views. It's nice to see traction on it. But in that video, I said, this stuff is bigger than the channel. This stuff is bigger than me. This is something that affects the entire industry, not just even Call of Duty. It affects the entire gaming landscape, the entire AAA gaming industry, which for the past few years has been really, really bad. Really, really bad. It goes beyond Call of Duty, but I want to ask again, if you can, like this video, get this out there, because I'm just putting my foot down. As a Call of Duty content creator, I'm not purchasing the next game. If you see gameplay of that game on this channel at any point in the future, it's going to be someone else's, or I'm going to have a stolen copy. I will not be purchasing that particular title. I try to be honest with you guys, and people will say like, dude, you're gonna buy it. Like, guys, I didn't buy Modern Warfare 2019. I did actually buy it, but I refunded it. I didn't like it. So I did what everyone's been telling me to do for a long time. Don't like it, don't play it. And I did that. I did just that. And then I got people saying like, well, you can't judge the game unless you're playing it actively, so you can't win with these people. And by these people, I mean the internet. You just can't win. But anyway, in my last video, I talked about how Activision took down SM2. SM2 was a fan-made passion project, not making a cent, not making a dime. It was just people working on a Call of Duty that people could enjoy on PC. Released free, basically a mod of Modern Warfare 2, but they switched engines, and a lot of people said, like, that's why they got the hammer brought down on them. They switched engines to the Modern Warfare Remastered engine so they could do what they wanted to do with the game. And most people were pretty against Activision. There were a few people doing stuff like this, what you see on the screen right now, and saying, like, well, they're gonna protect their IP, man. But, like, here's the issue. You can't even play these old games. SM2 is basically a bunch of old Call of Duties mixed together because you can't fucking play them. It's a security risk to play them. And that brings me to today's topic before I get too far gone and just, I don't know, complaining and rambling and whatnot. Activision did it again. They sent out another cease and desist, this time to X Labs, the makers for IW4X, which was one of the only safe ways to play Modern Warfare 2, the original, like, on PC. And I fear, after seeing this, that they're going to come for Plutonium next. Black Ops 2 Plutonium. Any kind of client that revitalizes an old Call of Duty and makes it safe to play, Activision's not fucking doing it. Activision doesn't care if you get hacked by some random guy in Bangladesh that has a weird, big-tittied hentai anime girl that when you squint just long enough, it looks like Ben Affleck in the face. They don't really give a fuck if you get hacked by a guy like that or anybody else, any other weirdo on the internet. They just want you to spend $40 on their like 12-year-old game and then get your IP address posted on 4chan, They don't even put, like, in the description of the titles on PC or even console that, hey, multiplayer's chalked. Don't bother. If you're buying this for single player, okay, fine. Do not touch the multiplayer. They should actually just take the multiplayer down completely because it's just infested with hackers and cheaters. And this is the problem. This is what I've been trying to preach, and I thought we were going to maybe get past it with the rumors of Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 being a 2-year game. But again, they just show that they don't give a single flying fuck, man. I thought we were going to move past this, and by this I mean it's impossible to keep these yearly titles alive. Like, after a year or two, they lose all support. The studios that made them have to work on the next game, or there's like a laundry list of things to do in the current Call of Duty titles that the devs can't seem to do because I think personally they lack talent, or they just don't give a fuck. And my last video, I was very passionate, I was very angry, I was very sad, and I said something to the effect of like, if you're a dev even working for Activision at this stage, like, you're a bad person. And that might be a little extreme, but I'm of the belief that I call it like I see it. If I'm wrong, I'll apologize later. Any dev that wants to speak to me, I will keep you completely anonymous. If you want to give me the nitty-gritty, if you want to give me the fine details or whatever, I will not leak out anything. You will remain completely anonymous. But until then, I'm going to say that the devs are assholes just like the publishers. And to an extent, a lot of the content creators that are just in blind support of this, it's just not right, man. It's just not right. Like, you could maybe make an argument. Like, you could maybe make an argument. Them taking down SM2 because they switched engines or whatever. You could make that argument. It's a shitty argument. What they should have done, what Activision should have done, is been like, hey, we don't want you using this engine. Can you go back to the old engine? And that way they at least have to purchase Modern Warfare 2. If they did that, that's okay. I could maybe understand that. But to shut down IW4X that does nothing. That does nothing but endanger people. There's no reason to do that. It endangers people still trying to play these games online. What a shit show. And anyone in support of this, God, I would punch you in the face if you were in front of me right now. I'd literally punch you like Wings punch Boogie. But I can't understand shutting down everything and just saying, if you do anything else, we're going to sue the shit out of you. These are just normal fans, man. These are just normal people not trying to make any money off of it. They're just trying to make a fun Call of Duty. And after seeing this, I fear Plutonium's next. Black Ops 2 Plutonium. I've posted a lot of Plutonium on this channel. My boy Thick Glutes gives me a ton of Black Ops 2 Plutonium gameplay. I used it on the last video, actually. It's a ton of fun to watch. I don't know, man. I just want to make this video and say, like, guys, if you're with me, leave a comment, leave a like. I'm sick of it, dude. I'm just sick of it. You know, if you're new to this channel, I got a lot of new subs from the last video, and thank you guys for the support and stuff, but I don't know. I don't want to be selfish with this at all. Show your support, not just for me, but show your support for anyone speaking out against Activision right now. Show your support for the people working on SM2 and the people working on IW4X and the Plutonium devs, and show your support for people wanting to just make video gaming what it should be, and it should be fun. First and foremost, it should be fun. A lot of people don't find the current Call of Duties fun. They find them unfinished pieces of garbage, and objectively they are. There's really no argument against that. And they just want a fun experience, you know? But back to what I was saying, like, if you're new to this channel, you're a new sub, you know, the Blame Truth has always been a bit of a character. I take a lot of influence from professional wrestling with this character, and first and foremost, I try to be entertaining. I take these complaints and I kind of just take them to the extreme. I turn up everything to 11. But make no mistake, this video and the last video, this is not me in the Blame Truth character. This is just Anthony, the guy, you know, behind all this, saying this is bullshit, this is not right. I don't support this at all, and I'm encouraging you guys to not support Activision, and I'm just going to say outright, like, do not buy the next Call of Duty. You know it's going to be shit. The past, like, 4 games have been absolutely awful. It blows my mind they even still have players at all. Like, I see the Steam numbers for Modern Warfare Deuce dropping every single month, just percentage upon percentage drops every single month. And I'm like, how does this not have 0? It's literally one of the worst video games ever played. Modern Warfare Deuce, Modern Warfare 2, I mean. One of the worst multiplayer experiences I've ever played. It barely resembles a game. It's so bad. I'm posting Dead by Daylight here, which I get has its complaints from the community, the hardcore community, the past several months or whatever, especially. But it's night and day. The amount of progression in Dead by Daylight, night and day. There's so much to do, so much to progress. It's casual try hard. It's not that serious. I feel like their skill-based matchmaking system works. I feel like it's fair and it works, and it values ping over everything else. The cosmetics are fairly priced, and you can earn every single thing just by playing the game. Well, except for some of the licensed stuff, but again, that's fairly priced. It's fairly priced. And we get a lot of cool content. We're getting Nicolas Cage. Meanwhile, yeah, we're getting Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight in a couple months. Meanwhile, in Call of Duty, we get Kevin fucking Durant and Nick Merckx and Tim the Tatman. Who gives a shit? These guys don't even like Call of Duty. They're just taking the paycheck. I'm serious. Maybe Kevin Durant does. I can't really speak for him, but no, he doesn't. Who am I kidding? Nobody likes this shit. It's garbage. It's trash. It's like saying, oh, I like shoving a cactus up my urethra. Nobody actually likes that. So whatever. That's an egregious example. I don't know why I'm getting into that, but regardless, guys, if you're with me, like, just don't buy the next Call of Duty. You know it's gonna be bad. I'm just trying to save you $70. Been trying to save you $70. It used to be $60, but they charge $10 more for the least amount of content I think we've ever gotten on launch with Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2. So there's that. If you think this next entry is going to be good in any way, shape, or form, you're a fool. If you think Treyarch's entry is going to be good in any way, shape, or form, I'm sorry, but you're also a fool. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen until we stop falling for this yearly scam, which is what it is at this point. It's a yearly scam. It's hyped. Everything's hyped to shit with these games, and then they never deliver. And after a few months, the player base just dies. It's done. I mean, look at this. Again, this is Steam Modern Warfare 2 numbers. I've showed this so many times, but just look at this. You can't sit here and tell me this is normal. And you can say it's just Steam or whatever, but we don't have the console hard numbers. So we don't know how much it's dropped, but come on, dude, it's dropped. Like, the numbers we do have show such a sharp decline. It's just insane. And this, keep in mind, this is not just Modern Warfare 2 in the multiplayer. This is also Warzone 2, which is a colossal failure. And I don't know, every aspect, Warzone 2 is a colossal failure. I'm sick of it. They don't care. They don't understand that if they just make a better game, we wouldn't have to make these mods in the first place. You wouldn't even have to shut them down. You wouldn't have to shut down things just trying to increase the security of these old games. But they don't have the talent or the care to do that. So fuck them. They can eat my asshole till it resembles a California raisin. I'm out, guys. Hope you have a good one. Peace.
Some parting advice?